Come closer. I want your bones. And zombies, yes, I want your flesh. So I'm just going to rapidly do this and get a bunch of rice. Why, hello everyone! My name is ChoniclerVI-6, and welcome back to episode 2 of our Crash Landing Survival series. I'm here, back where we left off, working on making sure I survive. And night has just fallen and all the mobs have started spawning, and it's time for us to get to work. I dawdled a bit too much last episode, I think. I need to get some valuable things going right away, and that includes water as well as food, both of which are crucial for our survival over the next couple of days. To start out, I'm going to be composting our saplings into dirt, which will allow me to actually create water by combining the dirt with the, combining the dirt with, combining dirt with a glass water bottle, which can create dirty water, which can then smelt into drinking water. And speaking of smelting, to do that, I'm going to need to get myself enough stones to make a furnace, because without that, I'm not really going to be able to do anything. So, a lot of this episode is going to be spent sifting this dust. Not the most interesting watch, but could be worse. One thing that was actually suggested by one of you guys, Mariella, in the last episode was that I create a little bit of an early mob grinder, utilizing slabs and a pit dug outside. And I think I will do that, but I'm going to wait until I get my furnace, because I'll be able to utilize another thing which they suggested, which was Consecrated Soil, which basically allows me to be able to have the zombies walk on over it and just burn to death and die in the middle of the night, which is very useful, because I need a lot more rotten flesh if I'm going to survive. Pause. But to be able to get anywhere with that, I need enough stones. In total, I'm going to need 24 pieces of stone to be able to complete my mission, without which I will not be able to create a furnace. Because each one of these little stones creates, you can create 1 cobblestone out of 4 stones. Now you might be asking yourself, wait a second, don't you need 8 stone to create a furnace? Well, thankfully in this mod pack, we do not need 8 cobblestone. What we need are 8 cobblestone slabs, which in practical terms means we just need 6 pieces of cobblestone. For that, I'm going to need a total of 24 stones, and for that, it's just going to take a lot of sifting. I'll sift until morning, I think, and then we'll be able to move on from there. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Huh. Got a fish. That's rare. I'm going to save that so I can cook it when I get my furnace. Not worth eating it raw when you can make it cooked. That is actually an excellent find. I'm actually quite happy with that. Alright, it's still not quite daybreak, so we're just going to keep on sifting. Alright, it's not yet daybreak, but I am out of dust, so I'm going to have to stop here for the moment. Only have 18. I need 6 more, but I should be able to do that without too much issue pretty soon. So for now, I'm going to leave that be, and I'm actually going to do a couple bit of work on other things, because now we have this dirt, we can create dirty water. There we go, nice dirty water bottle, which allows us to do a couple things. First of all is to complete this quest, which gives us a water bottle and dirt. And I could go on to do this one, which would give us a cold water bottle and I think I will go on to do this one, which gives cold water bottle and some more glass bottles. And will unlock for us some things down the line. And then as soon as we get more dirt, though, actually I can make another one, yes. Actually, I need the, I need the furnace first. The next thing I'm going to do is to complete the Tools of the Trade quest with the crystal bone knife and bone crossbar. I've got the stencils right here, so I just need to grab 2 things. The crossbar pattern and the knife blade pattern. I have enough bone meal that I can create these tools. Let's see here. Utilizing this. Here we go. This will allow us to create a proper weapon instead of just using our hammer to crush everything, which admittedly is fun, but not the most efficient means of getting things done. Alright, now we have ourselves a little knife. We'll be prepared to go out into the day, because that is what it is. Day has come, and I need to start killing these spiders and mobs that are coming around. There we go. Come on, skeletons. Come closer. I want your bones for bone meal. There we go. Oh, there's zombies too. There we go. And zombies, yes, I want your flesh. Give me your rotten flesh. Come on. Yes, you give me some. Perfect, thank you. I got a little bit more, and a head, actually. Not terribly useful, but it is fun. I'll probably mount it on the wall somewhere. I need to get all these skeletons and zombies killed, so that I can get myself enough food to survive long term. Because right now the only food I have... Oh boy. Skeleton on a ghast. Forgot those were in this game. Right now the only food source I have until I can get a farm going is through zombie flesh. I will be able to get some from spider eyes, but I have not gotten enough of those to make a spider eye soup. So for now, I must make sure to get all the zombie flesh from the dead zombies around the house as possible. I got 8, which is good. Could be better, but for now it'll do. Next thing I need to do is to get as many saplings as possible from these trees. I need to get a little bit more, I want at least one more piece of dirt for tonight so that I can get this going. I'm hoping, I think it's actually more worthwhile to quickly sift some more sand to get a furnace going so I can harvest the leaves with a pair of shears, because that'll be far more efficient than just using the saplings. And it'll save us a bit of bone meal. So, let me drop off these things as best I can. There you go. You can go there, Mr. Bob. Bob the zombie head. That's his name now. I'm going to drop off as much as I can so I have room to gather a bunch of dust for my harvesting of stones, because that is now my priority. Okay. Dig out a bunch of this sand, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, I got myself a stack of dust, so I can hop back up and quickly sift, hopefully, 6 more stones. Once I have them sifted, I'll be able to create the furnace, get the iron smelted, so I can create myself a pair of shears, and I can get a lot more dirt and water going, which is crucial. So, I'm going to keep sifting at this. Hopefully it'll be done before nightfall, and I'll see you guys shortly. Alright, I'm nearly there. Just have one more stone to go, and I should be able to create my furnace. It did occur to me just now that I don't actually need to do just dust to get the stones. Dirt is actually a far better source of stones than dust is. But at this point I'm almost done, so I'm going to just let this finish out. And I will be utilizing dirt to get the stones. Speaking of which, there it is. I will be utilizing dirt to get the stones for my next big project, which I'll be taking care of probably in a couple episodes. I need to finish getting basic survival down first. Don't yet have that, and I need it to be able to keep going. In the meanwhile, though, I have enough to get iron dust, which will allow me to create iron ingots, which will allow me to harvest the leaves. This is a lifesaver. That's just what I need to be able to survive, thankfully. Let me drop off these materials so I'm not hogging up my inventory. There's one more to go. Perfect. Now I can get myself a nice shear. Is that all the bone meal I have? There's the rest. Okay. Now I'm going to get as much done as I can with what I have. I need as many leaves as possible. Here we go. Thankfully, this also drops some saplings, so I won't have to worry about losing my only wood source, thankfully. There we go. Much better. All of these leaves, which I'm actually going to start doing now, can be turned into dirt, which can be then turned into water. Speaking of which, I need to get some water in me quickly. So I'm going to grab this dirt I finished composting earlier and create a dirty water bottle, which I can then use to create water. I'm actually also going to use that to complete a separate quest, which will double my first water bottle, which is quite useful. Let's see here. There it is. Select this one so I can pop that on you. Get this power source into here and start getting this quest done. Basically what this will do, will transfer the fluid from this water bottle to the machine, which will then transfer it out the left-hand side into the quest deposit. And it should, I believe, there we go. Finish that quest, which will then give us 2 water bottles instead of our original 1. Just a little bit better, especially since we're very low on fluid. There we go, that's better. Should drink one of these cold water bottles to help reduce the temperature and bump up my thirst a little bit. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to keep on harvesting leaves till I have enough water to spare. Alright then. Gonna have to get all this wood done so I can get another tree and harvest its leaves. And just continue the cycle over and over again until I have enough to have a comfortable water supply. Because the 2 things I need to make sure I have a good amount of right now are water and food. Part of the issue, the water is being taken care of right now. However, another one I'm going to need to do pretty soon is get some silkworms. So I'm actually going to take this next tree to use with the crook, so I can hopefully get some silkworms, because that is one of the quickest ways to get a seed without having to sacrifice and sift more dirt. Because through the quest system you're able to get a nice little rice seed going, which allows me to get started on my first farm. But you can also get it by sifting dirt, which at this point might be more worthwhile. And actually, there's a silkworm. Perfect, so I'm actually going to harvest the rest of these as leaves. And I'm good. I'm good to go. Silkworms can be used as, cooked silkworms can be used as food, but for the moment I have enough rotten flesh, I think. Especially once I get a few more things going. Pop that in there in case it decides to grow. Alright, one thing I want to do really fast before night falls is to cook this silkworm so I can claim that quest and get my farm going. I need this farm to do well, so I'm actually going to utilize this right here, this existing water source, which will allow me to fertilize, to help soak the soil once it's done. Let's see. I need you, and I need you. Yes, I need those 2. Those will let me create, there it is, what's used for, the equivalent of a hoe through Tinker's construct, the mattock. Here we go. Perfect. Now that my cooked silkworm is done, unfortunately it's very hard to see, just a little disadvantage of it, I'm able to get this rice seed and get that planted, which I can then use bone meal on and grow a bunch of food. In the little time I've got left before the night fully falls, so I'm just going to rapidly do this and get a bunch of rice. I'm also going to plant 3 more. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And I'm good to go. I'll munch up this silkworm. There we go. It gives a bit more saturation than the rotten flesh, but not much actual hunger value for that. That's one reason why I now have the rice. It's getting dark, so I'm going to close this up, and I'm good to go. Alright then. Where's my rotten flesh? Here you are. Give myself some more jerky. Then I'm going to see what recipes I can make with the rice I have. After I get this dirt going, then we can see what we can cook with this rice. Hopefully something with a bit more food saturation than just raw rice. Let's have a look. Okay, what can I make with you? I'll be able to do this eventually. Right now, I still need to get some more materials. Actually, I think I have enough for the bowl. Why am I? It's because I'm starving still. Okay, I know. Actually going to, as soon as this dirt's done, I'm going to cook it up so I can refill my water pack completely. Having a full water bar will help to reduce the effects of all the heat in the desert. Because right now I am very hot, as I can see by all the sweat pouring down around me. Dirt and dirt. 4 dirt. Which means I can make 4 water. Okay, let's get back to what I can do with this rice. Mortar and pestle to make flour, which I can combine with... That's not worth it for that one. And flour's not as useful, I don't think. Let's see. I could use the stew stock if I had any bones. However, I used all those for the rice itself, so I can't use that. Those are the more complicated recipes. I can make rice cake. I think I will. I think rice cake is my best bet at the moment. Yeah, I'm just going to cook these up into rice cakes once I have my water refilled. Actually, I didn't know you could turn those into that type of water. Let's see. Is the dough actually worthwhile? I have the mixing bowl. I can use the fresh water. I think it is, because then I can cook the dough into bread. I think I'll do that. Yes. It's a worthwhile cause for that one. Alright. I just realized I don't yet have the bowl. Mixing bowl, but it's something I can easily get. A mixing bowl is thankfully not... Mortar and pestle is thankfully not too difficult to make. Just need a bit more stone. So, I'm going to refill my camel pack again. Get at least half full for the moment. And actually, let me start composting the rest of these leaves for the next water batch. There we go. This is actually a much better position. This is much better. Got our little zombie head right here, keeping us company. Got ourselves our water situation fully worked out, thankfully. That was getting much too close for comfort. And we have food. Excellent thing. I think this is an excellent place to end today's episode. I wanted to thank all of you for joining me today in my survival here on this dusty planet. Again, Mariella, thank you so much for your suggestions for the zombie trap that I can utilize. I will try to implement that next episode. For now, though, I think this is where I'm going to leave it for today. Got myself my rice cakes, which do quite a bit more than just the zombie jerky, thankfully. Tasty. And we're in a much better place. So, I want to thank all of you for joining me today. If you enjoyed today's episode, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out and lets me know you like what I'm doing. And until next time, I will see you all later. Bye!